And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey Aquarius, welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. What we're looking at in this round of reads is going to be your one-to-one for the month of October. One-to-ones is a style of reading that I use to examine the direct relational dynamic between one person and another. One-to-one, point A and point B. What's going on there? As a caveat to this style, first, I hesitate to call these things love reads because they're not always lovely. Right? At times, it's not just about the pretty, flowers and all the good feelings. It can get tough and it can get real sometimes, right? We take all aspects into account. And second, it ain't always got to be about love, right? Tarot doesn't just examine for who the heart can connect with, just in an intimate partner dynamic. It could be a friend, family member, somebody you just met, etc., etc. Just who is on this side, you, and who is on that side, them. That's what a one-to-one is. As a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it gets tough, understand as your tarot card reader, I would never purposely misguide you. That's not the type of work that I do. That's not the reason why I started this in the first place. So follow along with me today, Aquarius, in your one-to-one read. And yeah, let's see what the cards say. Show us cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius, in your one-to-one read today. You're going to be on this side, they're going to be on that one. What do we need to see for Aquarius in this read? Okay. Starting with you. Okay, Queen of Cups. Want to show the most endearing version of the heart. And on their end, Six of Pentacles, envisioning a long-term investment. Okay. So whoever this is, you're showing the best and not only the vulnerable parts, but the most uplifted and happiest parts. This is what it means when we combine together. On their end, okay, what does it mean to practice this, like beyond the theory of what this is between us? What does it mean to practice this fairly equitably on a daily basis, right? How do we put this emotionality into action? More so than focusing on action, you focusing on, hey, this is where I'm at right now. Okay, the heart is true. Next, we show fronts and backs. Fronts, now that we decided that there's two people on each side, fronts is what's facing each other, backs is what's behind or not immediately revealed, things that could be concealed. So show the cards that we need to see, please. And Aquarius is fronts and backs for the one-on-one reading. What does Aquarius need to see in their reading? Okay, so what do you hold behind? What do you hold on to? The Four of Pentacles. Okay, if that's not immediately seen, then what are you showing? Optimism. Okay. So whatever this was, I'll stop right here before we even go over there. Whatever this was for you, Aquarius, what we're seeing right now is that while you may show kind of diminished energy around it, because I look at the Page of Wands, that's a big concept because you opened up with the Queen of Cups, right? We're saying this is what the heart is saying. This is my feelings are true on this one. Let's go with it. What we're communicating doesn't show, it's not bouncing up totally and absolutely. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily, right? Let's put a pause on that. I don't want it to be misconstrued as being a bad thing. That's not what's going on here. Is that we took this huge emotionality of this is our intention, and behind it, the Four of Pentacles, holding on to this for so long, and then we're saying, I hope you like it. Right. It's still coming from a very, innocent and forthright place within you, Aquarius, but also acknowledge that maybe your words aren't exactly matching, the breadth of intensity that you're actually applying here. Right. It's not being immediately seen, but it is very much still there. On their side, Knight of Wands, notion of freedom, how does that have here? Eight of Swords. Hmm. Okay. Why am I having that reaction? So the Knight of Wands, we're directly communicating that this is bringing me joy. But not only that, I'm finding purpose here. I'm finding elevation here. I wouldn't be here if there wasn't a purpose otherwise. What's not being directly said on their side is that while we are intending to go through with the action, the Six of Pentacles on their side, Aquarius, what's not being directly said is that I'm not feeling the best about this, right? The conclusions I'm coming to, based off of what's being expressed, it's leaving me unsettled. And I say this because the Eight of Swords, and I feel like I gotta define this almost every time I pull it, but it merits its own mention. And here's why. The Eight of Swords is always represented. I really like this deck. It's very lustrous, it's very shiny. It's represented by somebody trapped in an open air cage of swords. Can they climb out? Yes. Will it be difficult and may they cut themselves on the way out? Also, yes. So when we put these conclusions together, it's not that they don't have the answers, it's that they might not like the conclusion that they came to. Because they're talking about freedom, you're talking about bonding, and behind them, they're saying, okay, yeah, it's a nice thing that you're offering, but something about this is leaving me unsettled, and I can't ignore that. Okay, that's fair enough. Are they necessarily vocalizing that? No, because I think they don't want to, they want to keep the good times rolling. They don't want to disrupt it or make it go into a point of conflict. I don't necessarily sense totally malicious intent on their side. That's not what I'm seeing here. But what I am seeing is that you're not expressing the huge breadth of emotion that we opened up with, and they're reflecting off of that and saying, okay, we'll try it. Right? Ultimately, we have two people right now who, through their expression, they're kind of making each other nervous while also trying to keep each other calm. It's a very interesting combination. Okay, reveal positions. Show cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius in this read. Reveal individual positions for each person, for Aquarius and them. So first, Aquarius, where do you stand? Slide this one back out a little bit. Four of Cups. Okay, now we're having some different expressions of emotion. And, well, let me hold off on that one. Let's go over here first. On their end, Two of Cups. See, this is... We keep going back and forth. What's going on here? Let me explain. We have a double, right? 2 and 4. Explaining your side first, we open up with a huge breath of emotion. That Queen of Cups saying, there's love here, there's feelings, there's endearment. I am barely showing it. I'm communicating in the most minimal amount of effort, but trust me, it's there. You got to trust me. And you're coming with that good intention. And I think this intentional minimizing for everything is protecting for you from right now, Aquarius, that's what's causing this disappointment. This Four of Cups represents apathy or discernment. Apathy or disappointment had through discernment. And what that means is, yeah, I want to say all these things, but I'm kind of, we're going to give up on it. And then, well, at least I wasn't hurt. Right. On your end, there's this need to keep it small. Whereas, internally, that's not how you feel, but how you're expressing it right now, it ain't matching up. Which is very interesting because you have a reactive party here who, okay, they want the Two of Cups with you. They want more intimate bonding, intimate moments, right? In spite of all the things that's making them feel unsettled by your disposition, they're trying to ride along with you. They're trying to go, okay, what does that mean between us? What about us? So I think, and this is going on both sides too, but their energy is more reactive towards yours. You play small, you win small. That's what's going on right now. When we cut, all the other pieces out, what I'm seeing is that we have these big feelings and they're trying to match you on that, but they're not getting what you're exactly trying to express. So again, while they're trying to make each other calm and, feel love, enamored, and elated, At the same time, they're making each other feel worried, right? If we don't say what we actually mean, we're not going to get to the point of what we actually meant to say. Right now, it's just so minimized that what they're working off of is causing anxiety on both sides. We play small, we win small. Underneath it all, Two of Pentacles. Can we make this balance up? Are we still juggling? And what are we doing that for? Okay. Now that we have two individual parties, 1 and 1, let's see what combines in the middle in a 2. We had two people looking at each other, 1 to 1. What goes in between those two? 1, 2, 1. Show the cards that we need to see, please. In the bridge down the middle, what is shared between each party for Aquarius in their 1-to-1 read today? What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Aquarius in this read today? And down the middle, this is shared. 7 of Cups. Okay, so between you two, again, there isn't necessarily bad blood. Both of you are still entertaining possibility. Is it being expressed properly right now? Nah, absolutely not. I'm just trying to be fair, right? We both believe in this vision that we're trying to craft together. Where do we go with that next? 8 of Cups. And if it cannot add up, one must abandon, right? This is what I'm saying. You play small, you win small. If we don't express what we actually mean, then eventually one party is going to give. Next, 9 of Pentacles. What does the actual long-term investment mean for both of us? And I think on your side, Aquarius, at least when we try to own our stuff, right, is that we have to say all the big energy and the big feelings that we actually have for this. Not just the, oh yeah, we're cool. You're more than cool. You already started out saying we are way more than cool. I want more than cool. I want us to be deeper than cool. And on their side, okay, I'm trying to put myself into it. We're trying to invest. We're trying to go through the motions and do this right. But not being shown what I think I feel I need to evolve this, it's only making me worried. I want you to be in this partnership, whatever this is with me. But I can't shake this feeling that you're not saying everything that you need to. 5 of Swords, the notion of self-sabotage on both sides. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, sometimes I'm good at my job, but it shows. And so this is what's shared in between right now. That anxiety, that worry, that, it looks like on paper it should math out, but right now, why do I feel nothing's adding up, right? We're not saying what we actually mean in full, and thus we're getting less than a full solution. Underneath it all, 2 of Cups. Again, same artwork because it was originally derived from this deck, right? This one was derived from this one. Yeah, we have two people trying to get together, trying to make it go right. And right now, what I see for you, Aquarius, is that we're just in a state of juggling until we can actually express what we mean and they can see that full expression. It's going to be very minimalized. When we play small, we win small. Okay. And wow, this is so quick. There were no major arcana in your read today. And that probably is indicative of the fact that, again, these are very minimized energies from what could or should be between you and this person. Because again, I saw way too much love, way too much, vulnerable and honest and true and endearing energy from you in the start. And then it just came out as, well, I'm going to play it small because that is what makes me feel safe. And that's what's creating the dynamic here. This is just what I see, okay? Resolution, reveal cards of resolution for Aquarius in this read. What's held in the space of resolution for Aquarius in this read today? We are blazing through this, oh my gosh. What is held in resolution for Aquarius in their read today? and resolution, we hold Empress. There we go. Okay. First major arcana that you pulled tonight, but more so, the point of it is being not only nurturing and like a motherly aspect and a productive based aspect, but if we were our best selves, what would that person say in this dynamic, right? What is challenging in this dynamic for you right now, Aquarius, it's forcing you to realize that playing small ain't gonna get me nothing. It's not gonna get us anywhere, right? So if I'm saying I'm envisioning this, we're elevating and I want a more grandiose future opportunity with you because you started off by establishing yourself there, then what does it look like putting that into action? That's what we have to focus on. Next, Five of Swords coming out again. We're not there yet. And that's the easiest and nicest way I can put it, Aquarius, is that until we can start expressing what we mean and meaning it in full and doing what we need to on our side just to make sure that things are going good, this is going to be, the back and forth dynamic until something gives. And I don't want to get to the point of that Eight of Cups that I saw in your bridge between you and this person, because this is a very good vibe you two got going. It really is. But I would just want you to express what you truly feel instead of saying, oh, they're not going to like it, because they've already expressed that they're willing to work for it, even with uncertainty. It's just something I want you to consider, okay? Underneath it all, Six of Swords. Moving forward or moving on? What are we left to do? So, what do we see in your read today, Aquarius? I think the bigger lesson here, and I'm seeing this mainly because they're reacting to your energy right now, right? Is that if we don't express what we truly want and what we truly mean, if we play it safe just to protect ourselves, or it could be disappointment, could be rejection, could be whatever, then we're going to get what we put out, right? You play small, you win small. And so across the board, I think the bigger lesson for both of you right now is that we can't work with what we're not given. Heart of the matter, heart of the read. We cannot work with what we're not given. And so we have to step our game up on both ends, right? Because I think they'll be able to address this Eight of Swords, what makes them so unsure, once we start saying, okay, here's what I say, here's what I mean. Instead of just fearing your negative reaction to it, I can say, I'm willing to embrace that fear because I want to embrace this with you. So that's why I see in your read today, Aquarius. I hope this conversation helped. And yeah, one piece at a time, express what you really mean because you opened up with it. Now be that open with this person. I'll see you around, okay? Take care.